Uh, yes, and I think the reason why everyone wants to trade is because everyone wants to make money. At the end of the day, it's about make how much are you making. So many people have been interested in about how to trade, and for instance, forex that's a new concept that has been really attracting a lot of attention and interest among the youth, to be specific, the Kenyan youths. And as I said, the motivation is basically making money, and people have seen that for forex, especially for those guys who have been floating a lot of cash. It looks like a field that you can make you can be an overnight millionaire, something of that sort. But for me, I look at it like any other training field or a job category for that matter. As much as we're interested to make money, but it is a journey that of course takes some time, takes days and some months for you to be able now to reach that higher level.
Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another amazing edition of Financially Rewired podcast. Now, as you know, the term Financially Rewired is all about us rethinking how we see life, how we view various aspects of life to enable us achieve the success we want to achieve in life. Today, this conversation is going to be around a topic everyone is talking about: making money online. I think it began when I was in first year. That's when I heard about it. I've personally engaged a little bit with it, but today I've brought someone who taught me. There is a skill he taught me. It's called data entry. I think it was in second year. It was in 2018. I came across a poster of Ajira Digital, and I attended the sessions. And through campus, it really helped me. He gave me advice to go learn other skills. I did learn graphics design, and I also learned video editing, and there are a lot of things that we're going to talk about that you can do online. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode. I'm joined by Mr. Henry. Welcome to the podcast.
All right, thank you.
For those who don't know you, maybe you can just introduce yourself to our audience.
My name is Henry Mkare. I work for the Ajira program. My role at Ajira, I work as a center manager. I'm based in Kilifi North. I also do train in my roles. I also do mentorship, and I work as a job category team lead for data management, that is data entry and data analysis. And as far as Ajira is concerned, I'm also an online worker. I've been working in the online space since 2018 up to date. Most of the work I do revolves around data, but I also do train. To be specific, I do training on project management because that's my area of expertise in as far as my academics is concerned.
Let's begin before we even get deep into today's conversation. Everybody wants to trade. Does trading give you a sense of security more than any other online work?
Yes, and I think the reason why everyone wants to trade is because everyone wants to make money. At the end of the day, it's about make how much are you making. So many people have been interested in about how to trade, and for instance, forex that's a new concept that has been really attracting a lot of attention and interest among the youth, to be specific, the Kenyan youths. And as I said, the motivation is basically making money, and people have seen that for forex, especially for those guys who have been floating a lot of cash. It looks like a field that you can make you can be an overnight millionaire, something of that sort. But for me, I look at it like any other training field or a job category for that matter. As much as we're interested to make money, but it is a journey that of course takes some time, takes days and some months for you to be able now to reach that higher level.
Is there something that everyone is getting wrong when they get into forex?
I won't say everyone gets something wrong, but probably like any other training, at times there are those maybe tricks or things that people don't do right. So yeah, there's a possibility probably maybe some are not getting the right things, but I think when it comes to forex, probably the knowledge that has been shared there, I think as of now it is almost impossible to tell which one is the right knowledge or which one is not. There's a lot of misinformation, and as you know, with the hunger, everyone wants to make money, so people go online, whatever they find out, they tend to consume. They don't synthesize to know which is right or which is wrong.
You said you began working online in 2018. How did you get started? And everyone has a breakthrough moment. For instance, if for me, I've been doing graphic design for like 2 years. There were no clients. Then I started getting clients. What was the breakthrough moment for yours?
So for me in 2018 is when I was trained by Ajira, and it's when I was now introduced to the concept of online work. So I can say the whole of 2019, I really tried my level best, but things were not working out because then Ajira, they were only giving training, there was no mentorship. So probably after training, you just have to find for ways within yourself how things will work out. But one thing that I picked from that training, the introduction of the concept of online work. So I had that belief one of these fine days things will work out. In fact, it led me to establish my social enterprise. That's a training institute that I was able to found or establish just immediately after training, where I started now offering training. But when I ventured in the online space in 2019, I can say that was my breakthrough moment when I was able to get the first client for a data entry job. So I was able to do data entry job, and I did it for the whole of 2019, 2020. That was like all the jobs revolve around data entry work. Those are normally the jobs that I used to do then.
We come across so many videos on YouTube. People are saying transcription is dead, data entry is dead because of AI. You've been doing data entry for the longest now. Do you feel like it's dying?
For me, the way I normally look, understand why people, there's the fear of technology, that is technology maybe replacing our jobs and all that. But for me, I look at tech as an enabler. And what I normally tell my peers or even my trainees or mentees, technology is here to help us make our work more efficient, make it more easy for us to work. It's very hard at any point where technology will like replace all the jobs that we have, because at the end of the day, it is us human actually who develop technology. So there's no way technology can reach a level to where now it's outdo the one who develops it. So for me, looking at the advancement in tech, especially for AI, for transcription, I look at AI as a tool that has enabled us, especially if I want to transcribe, it makes my work very easy, very efficient. A tool like otter.ai, because it helps me to translate. So I don't look at it like my work is at threat or maybe getting in extinction. I don't look at it that way.
Based on your experience of training a lot of Kenyans precisely on online work, what does online work truly mean in the Kenyan context? Because I feel like there is usually misinformation. There are people who believe this is a total scam, it doesn't exist, and yet at the other side you see people are making money from it. Then now we have the undecided young people in the middle who feel like, should I go try it out, or will I end up losing track of things?
For me, my definition of online work, it's basically having a skill, using a smart device to execute a task from a client, of course working remotely, and at the end of the day making money. And definitely the payment or mode of payment is via an online payment system, be it M-Pesa, Pioneer or PayPal. So that's my simple definition of what online work is.
Talking of Ajira Digital, we see Upwork, we see Fiverr, and all those platforms. How does Ajira Digital work?
So Ajira, this is a government program under the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy. So this program was born out of the interest by the Kenyan government to train its Kenyan youth, equip them with skills to be able to work in the online space. So Ajira is there to offer, number one, training. Number two that we do is mentorship, mentor these youths to be able to join the gig economy. And then number three, we also have spaces that we call Ajira Empowerment Centers. So these are spaces equipped with infrastructure, computers, internet for the Kenyan youth to be able either to train from, do mentorship from, or also get a place to work from, because some of them have skills. Someone learns a job but they don't have these gadgets at home. So these are spaces where someone can walk in, be able to do their work at the end of the day, and go home.
Does Ajira provide a platform whereby if I have learned, if I've been trained there is a way I can get clients through the platform?
So Ajira itself being a training program, but then we have partners like we have KEPSA, which is Kenya Private Sector Alliance. So the main role of KEPSA is basically job linkages. So KEPSA normally source for jobs for our trainees and mentees from especially the local companies that have membership under KEPSA, and they normally channel them to the Ajira trainees. So from time to time, if you're a member of Ajira, you'll receive emails or SMSs for job openings from KEPSA that now you are able to either apply and do that job.
We can't refute the idea that similar to degrees, whereby there are certain degrees that have a high demand, others have a minimum demand. There are online jobs that have a high demand.
Yes.
Currently, which are these online jobs?
I can say now with the advent of AI, there's a high demand, for instance, data annotation jobs, because as we all know, data is the new oil. So there's a high demand for data annotation jobs. But then with the advancement of technology, digital marketing again is something that has really picked up. Every business person wants to take their business in the online space, and not everyone have these skills that they can be able maybe to market their products or reach to customers. So they look up to digital marketers as well. The other bit again, transcription. It's also something that has really come up, because for transcription now we understand we are working towards inclusivity. So we have our brothers and sisters probably with hearing impairment. So in some instances we don't have the sign language interpreters. So if these texts can be transcribed, it makes the work easy. Again, translation is also, the world is becoming a global village. So there's a lot of demand for translation jobs or translators. These are people who can speak more than one language. Of course, tools are there, but you'll agree with me that there are some instances where the human intervention is needed. So that cannot be replaced. We talked about AI a while ago, and I think AI is not replacing people. To some point, is replacing those who want, like there is usually this saying that if you don't embrace change, change will. Definitely.
So which AI tools as a freelancer can I take time to learn? There is ChatGPT, which I think most people misuse and all that. Are there specific AI tools that if I'm in this online space, I need to learn these things? These AI tools, I need to perfect them so that they can ease in my work rather than being a threat to whatever I'm doing.
As I said, all these tools, they are here just to make our work, to make us either be more productive, to make our work easy, deliver quality task and on time. So of course ChatGPT is there. We have the Google Gemini AI. We also have things like Canva AI for those who do graphic design work, that can help you with amazing graphic design work. We also have when it comes to now the virtual sessions, the likes of Zoom, Google Meet. When it comes to project management, we have Trello that can really help you when it comes to maybe managing your tasks and all that. So, and then when it comes to languages, we have like a tool like Grammarly. If you are maybe you're not so good well and all when it comes to grammar, this is a tool that can help you in your writing work.
I want to begin earning online today. It's December. What is the first step I should take?
Of course, number one thing, for you to earn in the online space, you need to have a skill that you can be able to sell. Because in the online space, it's not magic that happens there. We just sell our skills to prospective clients or people who have jobs or tasks that they are looking forward to people to work on them. So you need to have a skill. Number two, that you need also to have, you need to know how to navigate the different platforms. And I think this is where now trainings like Ajira comes in. Of course, depending on the platform, there are platforms whether you are required maybe to bid for a job, how to open the account, how to integrate a payment method. Once you are paid, how will money flow from the account maybe to your M-Pesa and all that. So as long as you have a skill to sell, you have this knowledge on navigating the online platforms, and you have the smart devices, you are good to go.
Which skills basically should I maybe focus on for the first 30 days I'm trying to learn online work?
Number one thing also, you need to understand when it comes to online work, you also need to find a niche, because in the online space there are so thousands and thousands of jobs. Of course, you cannot be a master in each and every job.
Yeah.
So you need to know what is it that you are good at. Like for my case, for me, it's out of passion actually. I didn't do statistics, but out of passion I've been interested in matters data. So I do data analysis, all those tasks related to data. So that's an area that I identified I had passion in. Of course, I went and do some trainings on that bit so that I can learn a skill to be able to sell in the online space. So that's very, very key. Get your niche, focus, perfect it, and then you'll be good to go.
Can I create a portfolio with zero experience?
I'll say yes and no. And the reason I'll say no, of course, portfolio, you need to showcase part and parcel some of the work that you have done. Yeah. So of course that means you will be required to have some samples of some work, either 2 or 3 jobs that you have done. So definitely it will require you to have some sort of skills so that you can develop some projects.
So if we can say in the online space it's more of a portfolio than a CV.
Yeah, and the reason why it is more of a portfolio, as I said, you are required to have a niche. If like today I share my CV, of course it will show me where I went to school, probably all these academic credentials that I had. Yeah. But now my portfolio, if it's about data analysis or data management as a job category, I'll be sharing my projects related to data management. So of course there are many other things, project management that I did, maybe IT might not even come in there.
Yeah.
But of course that's part of my CV as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm beginning in online work in Kenya. There are legit platforms, there are non-legit platforms. Having been in this space for close to 5+ years, which are the legit platforms that if I turn into, I can get something logical?
So maybe the legit platforms, the likes of Upwork, Fiverr, Guru, Remote Task, that's now it doesn't pay Kenyans. We have Data that came very recently, Mindrift, Toloka, but then we have thousands of other platforms. Of course, these are people's business as well. Yeah. Even yourself, you can create a platform as well. But when it comes to platform, I think there are things that one needs to look at if a platform is genuine or not. Number one, look, is it something that requires you to pay first for you to land a job?
Yeah.
That should be a red flag. If someone wants you to pay first before maybe they can give you a job, that's a red flag. And then the other thing, also look at the kind of jobs in that platform, because the platforms are normally either general or job specific. Yeah. The other thing, look at the reviews by other clients, other freelancers who have worked in the platform. Yeah. The other thing, if it's about the issue of subscription, some platforms require you to subscribe. So that's again a red flag that you need also to check. Also look at their sites. Their platforms, you're told this is a platform, maybe just click this link for you to be able to earn, but they don't even have a website. So those are things, basic things basically you really need to check into.
Speaking of the sites, we have a site whereby people pay for subscription, they get the job. But now it comes now with withdrawing the money, it becomes an issue. I believe there are sites whereby it's legit, you can pay for subscription and still earn. So how do you differentiate these two?
So like for us under the Ajira, there's what we call an online work directory, where we have developed, as of now it has around 250 verified work platforms. So these are platforms that the ministry has even engaged some of them at personal level to understand how they work and all that. So for us, during our trainings and even our mentorship, we normally share with our trainees so that this is a list of verified platforms that have been verified by even the government entities. But I do understand that, as I said, platforms are people's business. So there are so thousands and thousands of new platforms that normally gets into the market each and every day. So again, it is for us to do what we call a cross-check, do research before you decide to work on a platform. Do some research as well. There are very clearly red signs for platforms that are not legit, that you'll be able to show. The problem we have is because out of maybe the desperation, you want to make more money. Maybe here you see they're offering better packages, so you get enticed, and at the same time you get conned. So for me, I'll just say, let us be keen, be careful when it comes to online work.
As we wrap this up, there are two things. Everyone talks about them: consistency and discipline. How do you integrate these two when it comes to you working online, whereby you are your own boss? No one needs to wake you up in the morning and tell you need to be at the office, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Those are very key skills that you need to have. In fact, aside from the hard skill, of course, what will make you do the quality job and all that, I normally say this: soft skills is what will make you say online work is work. Work is a situation where you get a job today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, then that becomes work. But now where you just land one gig today and that's the end of the story, then that, for me, I don't call it work as per se. That may be something you just fall for and all that. So soft skills is what will make you continue to work, either for a client or on a platform. And soft skill is what will make you get that client. Because before I can be able to offer my data analysis skills, I need to engage that client. Data analysis doesn't help me to engage that client, but of course communication skills does. I'll engage that client, we agree, maybe there's a contract I sign. Now my hard skill, that on data analysis, comes in handy to execute the task, and then soft skills kicks in, delivering that work on time or on the required format, because that's again another skill, which is, so for me, soft skill, very, very key. And if you want to work in the online space, as much as say you are your own boss, then definitely discipline has to be part and parcel of you, because in the online space there's no room for excuses. Like for us, I understand at times here Kenya Power does its things, we don't have power, but a client based maybe in UK or South Africa, he doesn't even know what Kenya Power is. If we have agreed on a task that I should submit by tomorrow at 10, they expect their work tomorrow at 10. So whatever I'm going to work around, that's up to me. So again, you have to be very disciplined. Of course, you have to be very consistent, as I said, because otherwise it will not be work.
Every young person in Kenya wants to do anything online to make money. That's why I began the conversation with everyone wants to trade, because I've met so many people, and I think there is where we get so many scammers. I can teach you Forex, give me 1 month, give me 2 months, and then within that 1 month someone pays 10,000, hasn't learned anything. As we end this, what advice will you give any person?
For me, I'll say, in as much as I understand we are in hard economic times, but we shouldn't be desperate. If you are desperate, then you become vulnerable, and definitely people will take advantage of you. So in as much as whatever tough situation you are in, you have to compose yourself. Do not show that. Even for us, we know I'll advise, even when a client, let's say a client gives you work, and then in your mind, you know this work is supposed to be paid, let's say like $15, and then this client wants to pay you $10. Try as much as you can to push it towards 15. Even if you not get 15, get 14 or 13. But don't do that work with $8, because the moment you show a client that you are desperate, they'll exploit you. So that's something we really need to look up to. The second thing, again, when it comes to online work, I know like any other job, it has its own challenges. And you need to be patient. That's number one. The other thing, you also need to know that every person has their own river of life. We might be in the same class, trained by the same facilitator, join the same platform, but then maybe it takes you a month to land the first client. I might take even a week. We have had trainees where immediately after training someone gets their first client, but someone in the same group takes 3 months. So again, we need to understand that we are born very different, and those unique differences are with us. So you should not show desperation, you should not give up very fast. Because as I said, for me online work, I normally look at it as a journey. From training, mentorship, to starting now working online. So as I said, everyone has their own river of life. So some will take shorter time, others a little bit longer, others will take longer. Yeah.
Wow. And for those couple of minutes we have sat here with Mr. Henry talking about online work, I've been able to click a number of things. Personally, as I said in the beginning, he trained me. I was in second year at one university when he trained me. Maybe before we wrap it, how can they reach out to you, especially those within Kilifi, so that they can even get training in anything? Because then we'll also give them mentorship on what to train on.
So here in Kilifi, our offices are located. We are sharing an office with the Kilifi North NGCDF or the MP's office, just behind Huduma Center. That's where we have our Sokoni ICT hub. And we are fortunate, we actually have 2 rooms. We have a training room and a co-working space where online workers can come in and use that space to work. For the training room, we normally use it for training. Again, at Pwani University, we have our Ajira club. That is very vibrant. So for the students at Pwani, you can be able to join our club. They normally conduct training, mentorship as well. Then for those maybe who are far away from maybe Kilifi, we also have another 2 more centers in Kilifi North, that is Matsangoni at the SEC's office in Chumani, and then we have Watamu AYEC, Ajira Empowerment Center, at the chief's office. But then you can also reach to us online. Our trainings are both virtual and physical. So if you are far away, you can be able to enroll for the online training. Just go to www.ajiradigital.go.ke. You register and then select a module of your choice. We have a total of 27 different modules that are on offer. So you just choose the one you're interested in, you enroll, and then you do your classes.
And that marks the end of today's conversation. I think when it comes to matters online work, right now we can't complete it all. So from the questions you people will give, I'll find time, invite Henry, and then we'll converse on those questions again. My name is Mubali Derek. See you on the next episode.